Alright guys, hey, welcome to my workshop. My name's Chris. This is my 1996 Mitsubishi GTO. It's built pretty much from two 91 twin turbo GTOs and a 96 body. It's currently running. It doesn't have boost control solenoid or anything in it, so it's only running like 5 pound of boost. It goes okay, I suppose. It's a complete track car. It's got a full cage in it, which I will show you now. So it's got a full cage in it. It's got a race seat, etc., etc. I've got a Defi, an AliExpress Defi dash, but you know, don't knock it. It's actually really good. It shows me what 10 different gauges. They all seem pretty accurate. I mean, you can take that for a pinch of salt, I suppose, but you know, they go all right. I've got a boost gauge in there as well, which is a bit more of a necessity to keep a bit more accurate. I've also got a wideband oxygen sensor gauge coming, which I'll be fitting up at a later date. So the plan is to do single turbo conversion, which is over here. I'm going to do that on it and see how it all turns out. Alright, so what I am going to try is I have a Myvic intake manifold sitting over there on the bench, which I thought I might try and see if I can fit it. So then get the camera here, see if I can fit it on so I can have the actual throttle body on the other side of the intake manifold. I don't know if that's going to work. It might hit the brake master cylinder, but I'll give it my best try. We'll just give it a test fit and see if it fits and go from there. So I might just crack onto that and see if that fits, and then if it does, if it doesn't really matter, 6.1. Then I'll pull the exhaust manifold and turbo off on the front so I can see the placement, because I need to see where the placement's going to fit for the single turbo before I pull the motor out, because as I said, I've got a complete gasket set there, so it's just easier to pull the motor out to do a complete gasket set and timing belt and all of that on the 6G engine. So we'll just give that a crack and we'll just see how it turns out. So I've managed to get the intake manifold off. Now what I'm going to do is over here I have this one, which is, sorry for a bad camera shot there, it's one half there and this is the other half. It's a two-piece manifold off a 6G, but it's off the Myvic version, and it has the butterflies in here. Poor lighting, I know, but and they are for the variable length runners, which I probably won't be using, so I might end up just removing those butterflies. But what I want to do is I want to see if they actually fit onto my engine and clear that, if I can do that, because ideally what I'd like to do is run my intercooler piping from here around and then straight down that pipe, which is down there. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, straight off the bat I can see it sits quite high. So the idea will see if the bonnet will close. That would be a big no. Not to worry. In case anyone was wondering, you can't put a Myvic intake manifold on a GTO. There you go. Alright, so the next thing we're going to try is I'm going to try and get all the turbo stuff off and see where we can mount the single turbo and see how that goes and see how that works out. and we'll just go from there, I guess. Alright, so to pull that front bank turbo off, I have to pull the exhaust off because I got pretty lazy when I built the exhaust and I just made it as one piece. I didn't put any flanges or anything in it. So if you have a look, I have a side exit exhaust which goes down, goes around and goes all the way to the front. I've actually notched the floor, if you see, on the inside of the car. As you can see from on the inside of the car, that's where the exhaust now runs through. The idea was to make a flat floor at some stage and get that, do quite a big amount of aero on it. The inspiration really behind the car was World Time Attack and stuff like that, so that is the plan, but we'll just see how it goes, I guess. Alright, so I'm just going to pull the side skirt off, hopefully. Alright, so this is the exhaust I made for it. It's pretty simple, it's just the actual flexi from this part here was from the original exhaust. I just cut it out and welded it in. Put a flexi in it and just a single muffler, bullet shaped muffler, just to try and quieten it down a bit. And that's all it is. Alright, so that's off now. So now I'll try and get the rest of the turbo setup off. Alright, so now the exhaust is all off. I was just gonna pull off this front bank's turbo, but it's actually getting pretty late tonight, so I'm probably gonna call it quits and carry on tomorrow. This obviously isn't my full-time job, so I've got a pretty busy day tomorrow, so I'll just leave it here, and I'm hoping to put out a video maybe once a week, maybe every Saturday night or something, and it'll just be like segments from the entire week. So yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow.